I'm Wei Lin. I met Lester about 12 years ago in China, in Beijing, when he went there to launch eco-economy. And I followed him for a week, serving as his translator, and we toured Inner Mongolia and Lanzhou. But my reason, being with him was not, myself, actually, was because my father. My father's name is Lin Zixin, and Lester in his book wrote, call my father his Chinese brother. And actually, I called my father after he read the book, and he was so moved. And he said he's very happy to have you as his American brother. And I guess, no matter you like or not, now you have a Chinese nephew. My father.
That's more responsibility.
My father and Lester met in 1981 in Washington, D.C. At that time, he was the director of an institute in China called the Institute of Science and Technology Information, something like that. And 1981 was the time China just started, reforming, open up the door, developing economy, and they need a lot of technology, need a lot of ideas from outside world. So his institute was responsible for translating, and editing international literature. And one of the series books on the papers they published are Lester, the World Watch Institute. So my father actually knew Lester before they visited. And since then, they became very good friends. I think my father came here a few times, and Lester, as my father remember, visited China at least 9 times. And so they became really good buddies. So when I asked my father, say, well, I need to tell your story. And he really struggled. And he sent me some back. I learned all those from Lester's books. So I said, I cannot tell those. Everybody knows those stories. But I can tell you this story. My father was being sacked by the Communist Party after June 4 student movement because he was, supporting students. So he was said, he was told, you don't have a job anymore. So basically he retired. And after Lester started the Earth Policy Institute, and he was very happy, after retirement, he could translate books again. So I think he organized translation of, most the books published after the Earth Policy Institute. And actually my father is 5 years older than you, and his birthday is in 2 days. Oh. So you're very close. And each time Lester published a book, my father got very excited. And he will organize publication, translation, everything. And my mom told me, your dad, other time would tell, my mother say he was depressed. He need to go to doctor to get medicine. But when he saw Lester's book, no longer depressed. He was so excited, and he was, so energetic again, and working on the books. And my mom became depressed. So I have to go back to undepress my mother. But my father likes Lester's book so much, and he just enjoy working on it. And I can tell you this: Lester the name is better known in China than in U.S. Almost everybody in China, with 30, 40 years old, knows Lester, partly because he wrote this paper who will feed China. And that's become a big shock to Chinese government. And I don't know, now probably most government officials will talk to you. They realize how important your work was. Although they didn't agree with you, actually, I think behind the scenes, they realized they had a problem. Then they took your advice. And after publication of Equal Economy and the Plan B, actually what I learned was one time the provincial officials, they had this training with the central government. And the Plan B was one of the 5 books they have to read. So that's the impact of Lester in China. Well, I was with Lester for about 7 days, and I will save my story for some other time because that's more funny stories. What kind of? Well, it's my honor to be with Lester, and I hope Lester you keep working and keep writing, and my father will have a longevity too. Thank you.